It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we've got Pat Surtain.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And no run back on the opening kickoff. He'll come out to the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
First play and a first pass for Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
He'll find Thielen working the middle. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Deontay Hardy back deep. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is going to lose yardage here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Ready.
Here's Hurts to throw. Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. The Saints at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Cook. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. To throw is Cousins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Cousins now. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, here's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Here's Cousins. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
No surprise to see a sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
To throw, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 7. Hurts. That pass is caught by Hardy. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Throwing is Cousins. He's got Smith here. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down. Cousins gives way to Cook.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
But what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner.